Hello, welcome to the Charterstone Times, the only official podcast detailing the goings-ons of the Charterstone apartment complex. Hello everybody, and welcome again to the Charterstone Times. Today is Tuesday, February 20th, 2024. It is wet here in Charterstone as the soft pitter-patter of rain falls against the windows of the Charterstone apartment complex. All of the residents are lost in thought on such a melancholic day. Wilbur, staring out wistfully, thinking of loves he has lost. Mary, wishing for warmer temperatures for her baked goods. Estelle, wishing for an ability to walk her dog. And, of course, our newest resident, Keith Halland, is the focus of our contention still. What could he be doing on such a dark and rainy day? Let's tune in to find out. When we last saw Keith, he had deleted the email with Sonia's DNA results. Outside, two birds flew by. Keith told himself that he was happy with the way things are. He said, everything's going well. Why rock the boat? After all, if he is aware of any possible falsehoods, why should he share them with his proposed daughter? Let's tune in to see what he does today. Keith is driving to the nearby town that Kitty lives in. He has escaped the rain. It is sunny where Keith is driving in his Jeep. It is a white Jeep, as you will remember. He has the back canvas enclosure installed. He has kept his doors on his car. Keith is a very uptight and law-abiding citizen. As he drives, he thinks to himself, Sonia's not my daughter. I wonder if Kitty knows. Keith is apparently unaware of how babies are formed. Keith might think that Kitty lacks the ability to do basic math, such as counting down when her own daughter might have been conceived. Keith is what some might describe as a himbo. Keith stares at the windshield of his car as he drives, an intense look on his face as he wears his brown shirt. It's a different shirt from yesterday. This one has a collar and presumably buttons. The one yesterday, despite being the same color, was a simple t-shirt. Keith has changed shirts. Keith thinks to himself, she kept Sonia a secret from me all these years, and also kept me in the dark about Brad. Why is Brad being brought up? Those of you who have not been following the goings-ons of the Charterstone apartment complex might be confused who Brad is. Brad has never shown up at Charterstone itself. Brad, instead, was an acquaintance of Kitty and Sonia. Brad loves veganism and hates meat. However, Brad actually loves meat. Keith busted him and threatened him to get out of Kitty and Sonia's life, or he would expose him as a meat-eating fool, much like Keith himself. Why is Brad being brought up all of a sudden? Let's tune in tomorrow to see if we find out. That's all for today's edition of the Charterstone Times. Thank you again, as always, for listening, and I hope you will tune in tomorrow to see what else happens in the exciting world of the Charterstone Apartments and Mary Worth.